All right. They're going on YouTube soon. Okay. They're going on YouTube soon.
Mm.
Okay. So you're echoing. I have a muted.
Mm.
All right. So let's go on. Let's talk. All right. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Kumbi Oyedele. I'm the founder of Living Vines and executive director of Living Vines Mental Health Foundation. And I have with me Fola, Dr. Fola Olatunde. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And then to remember, today, in the next few weeks, we're going to have our conference called Breaking Barriers. We're talking about the challenges, using evidence-based challenges to strategies to address mental health and substance use challenges. So we are very, very happy to have Dr. Fola as one of our speakers. And so I'm going to ask Dr. Fola to introduce herself.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, ED. My name is Fola Shewa Olatunde. I have a doctorate in communication and I specialize in doing social science research, particularly research that are helpful for social impact programs like Living Vines. Work that they do at Living Vines, so anything at the intersection of work that impacts lives, that supports young people, you would find me there, excited about it. I also have particular interest in mental health literacy, particularly for young people. I've done extensive research on this, particularly among Nigerian youth. I've also done some work even in the United States. I'm a communications researcher, practitioner, and teacher. So I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. So let's talk about what we're going to be talking about. Just giving a short teaser about what we're going to be talking about AI in the mental health field, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that and just a little bit of the topic, a sneak peek of the topic? We don't give everybody away, give them away.
Absolutely. I'm not going to let too on because I too much on because I want you guys to register and join us at this conference. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
For my session, I would be talking about how are we as intervention specialists leveraging artificial intelligence first for supporting young people with mental health literacy. What information, how can we use this as a tool to help us come up with information that are usable, accessible for young people? And also, how are we leveraging AI as a tool to conduct research to improve our program implementation? So numbers are important. You want to know that the work you're doing is serving the population that you intend to serve, and you don't want to just do busy work. So how can research support that, and how can you use AI as a tool to help you achieve this goal? Funders want to see your numbers, right? You also want to see that you're actually helping young people get better, with substance use and also improving their mental health. So how do you leverage AI to do this? And on the third side, I'm going to be talking about ethical ways to do this, because a lot of the kinds of data we handle are personally identifiable information. I'll tell you what I mean by that at the conference. So how do you make sure that you're protecting the identity of the youth that you're working with, and you're not making proprietary data available to AI that can be used in different ways? So come to this session and learn about three things, like I said: leveraging AI for mental health literacy and information, how to help you as a program specialist to measure the outcome of the work you're doing, and how to ethically do both of those things that I've mentioned.
Hmm. You guys are register. So tell us also about just the reason why, just a little bit of reason why technology is important for us to use that. Technology is important when it comes to mental health. Because sometimes most of us in the mental health field or substance use, we always like we want to focus on the individual, the person, the relationship, and sometimes we try to remove the research aspect of things, or we don't want to do, a lot of us don't want to do the technical, we don't know how to do the technical aspect of things like research and all. So tell us a little bit, just two reasons why AI and also using and research is very important for the in the mental health field.
I could tell you 20 reasons, but I will make it two or three. First and foremost, the population that you are serving. I want to imagine that there are a lot of professionals are going to be at the conference that are not serving just young people. But if you are serving young people, you want to be able to be conversant with technology. They are using technology. They're on social media. They are using AI. It's a social technical world now. Technology is an extension of who we are. People literally feel not complete if they step out of the house without their phones and their devices. So if we are interconnected with devices and technology this much, we can't but, know how to leverage this first and foremost, right? And I will also say that young people, even everybody, not just young people, we are getting more adept at using technology to search for information. And, there's a common saying that don't Google your symptoms, but people still Google your symptoms. People GPT their symptoms now, right? And whether it's physical ailments or it's mental challenge, people Google this thing. So you need to know what's available there and how, so that you don't have them get exposed to counter information. And how do you leverage this? And again, if the attention of young people and everybody's on technology, meet them where they are. You want to meet them where they are. If they
Mhm.
already have mobile phones, that's a channel that you want to make sure you're leveraging to meet them. It's a medium you want to leverage, right? Also, there's a lot of conversation as to, AI is going to take over this, is going to take over that. For the kind of work that is being done in mental health space, is life work. I think if anything, we can leverage AI. We don't, we're not going to be replaced by AI. So we don't want to get Gen Zs will say FOMO. You don't want to miss out. So how do you make sure that you are positioned for now to service the population you're serving now and also for the future? So you really will be enhancing your skill set if you're AI fluent. You would become you do a better job more efficiently, and you also be able to meet the population you're serving where they are. So you don't want to be left out, right? You want to be fluent. And I could go into all that, other issues as to how, young people also combat isolation, depression by leveraging or leaning too much on technology. But I am very big on strength-based models. So rather than the deficit model, there's going to be a lot of emphasis on we are here now. How do we leverage the strength of this? Not ignoring the negatives, but also making sure that we harness the positive, the strength of this platform and this technology. I'm very big on that. I'm very optimistic, in my outlook to life. And we're just here. There's no going back. There's only going further. So how do we leverage this to support our work?
Yes, yes, yes. You guys are good. Yes, so she's so smart. I know she is. So we're so, so, so glad to have Dr. Fola coming in, Dr. Latunde coming to come and share with us. So please, 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 as in just one last word, anything you want to share before we go.
I want to say that if you're a program specialist, you need to understand research. And I know that research can seem like, oh, it's a lot, but you need to be armed with the basic tool of being able to support the youth, the elderly, the population you're serving, right? So come here and get this research tool skills in your toolbox. Don't think it's so hard. Any one of us can do research. You don't have to be able to do comprehensive research on a large scale. So I'm here to make sure that you live with an idea, a skill, a tool in your toolbox of your career to help continue to do the good work that you're doing. So come one, come all. If you're a young person and not a program specialist, that you're going to be at the conference, you're also going to be living with toolkits to be able to help you navigate your own world and also support people in your life. So this is good work. This is life work, and I would leave the clinical part to the clinical specialist to talk on why your mental health is one of the most important things you would need to, know how to navigate. But come learn how to use and leverage information and leverage research, whether for your individual life or for the work that you do. You need it. It's going to be useful for you.
Okay, well, we're so glad to have Dr. Fola come in to share with us. So, thank you everyone for listening. I hope that you're registered for the conference and that you would come and take part of all the great information that we're going to be sharing. Okay, all right, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Fola, for joining us today. We are so grateful for you coming here. We're grateful.
Thank you for having me.
All right, bye.
Bye.